All right, so I'm going to walk you through a little bit what it looks like to access your habits, your nutrition every single day. And so you can see I have my habits pulled up for myself right now. I have my app open here on my phone. And so you can see I have several that I'm working on. And normally for anyone, I just use only one to two, especially as we're getting things started and we're trying to build on things because I don't want to get overwhelmed at all. I don't want anyone to get overwhelmed. And so, but since I've been working on this for a while, even coaching myself and following the same system that I coach every single client, so I have several things. I end up tracking all my macros on here. And so if I'm talking about actual nutrition and macronutrients, I'll actually be able to add my portions here. So pretty easy to do that. So I have protein and vegetables and carbohydrates, enough fats, and then I have staying hydrated. So how am I doing so far today? I can actually change this throughout the day, how I feel like I'm doing. I think I'm doing so all right so far today. And so I give myself a 4 right here because, at this point in the morning, I'm feeling pretty hydrated. I've had a decent amount to drink. And so, but the purpose of this video, I really wanted to dig into how do I access the extra resources that are available to me. So as far as communicating with me, your coach, you can use this food journal up above where it will automatically open up this little page here where you can upload a photo if you want to take a picture of it. You can add any more notes as far as like the actual portions, or if you're measuring things very accurately, you can use the grams or whatever that is. You can say how much you ate, when did you eat it, where did you eat, how did you feel. This is just a really simple check-in. And then it comes to me in a message and we can talk more about that. So pretty cool. And then I'll go back up to this upper left-hand corner to hit the LinFit coaching logo to go back home. And so whenever I am wanting to learn more about this, if I see this card pop up and we just finished a check-in, I'm like, okay, great. It was a good check-in call. I want to know how I can prioritize this. I want to know how I can actually start doing this practically today. And so what I'll do is I'll go to this how to start button. So I'll go ahead and click on that. And now I can scroll through different visuals, understanding what I want to have more, want to have some or less. And depending on the habit, this visual may look different. And then I'll see more of the why here. And this helps me understand more of the reason behind why I want to apply this. And then I can look more at why and how to practice, and then getting a little bit more into detail, understanding like different sort of visuals and actual measures of what a portion is and everything. And if you wanted to use like a measuring utensils in the kitchen, I can use those as well, understanding the size of different portions and everything. This is specifically with a food habit. Not all of our habits are going to see like measurements and stuff because they're not as measurable, because they're more like the intangibles of our personality or lifestyle or schedule or emotions even. So this is all connected to our nutrition. But as I scroll down, I can understand more about how I can follow my internal signals with this habit. And then as I scroll back up to the top, and I can kind of go back and review this as much as I want to. And so I'll go ahead and go back here. And as I go throughout the week, the way to get the most out of this is not just regular communication with me as your coach, but also by accessing these resources here. Every single habit card as you see as you scroll down here has this resources button here. So if I click this resources button, what'll happen is I'll see a list. Okay. And anything that looks attractive to me that day, I can look at it. And as you read through these and you mark them off, check them off as completed, it will turn into like a black color instead of blue. So if I go through this foods, all protein options here, I'll click on that and I can see a visual and just get some review there. And so this is great. And if I really want to zoom in on something, I could take a screenshot and look at the picture. And that's a good way to even keep it in a more accessible place, a very accessible place, like in my photos. Or if you want me to, I can even send this to you in a PDF format, and so that you can have it and you can print it on your fridge or something like that. And when I'm finished, I'll click this onward button, and then it will show up as black here. And so I'll get a notification from my end that you completed this activity, and you'll see that you already read this. So you don't click on it multiple times. And so there's also different lessons here. So let's say I click on this lesson of protein portion sizes. And so I can go through and this, and not everyone wants to use this sort of hand portion system, which is totally fine. We're flexible with that. But it just helps you get some practical things on how to apply this, and showing that it doesn't have to be perfect. We're all about progress and not perfection. And so I'll click the completed this lesson, and that shows up as black. And so as many of these as I want to go through, there's even recipe ideas just for inspiration. It's not comprehensive. There's visuals that I can use and look at. There's evidence to understand more about the why are we really applying this. And these evidence ones are usually a little bit longer. They're good to give a little bit more time to. Say if you have 10 minutes here and there that you want to devote some time to deepening your understanding and your know-how, you can click on one of these evidence lessons and then read through this full article and really get a deeper understanding about the why and understanding that. So really cool stuff that you can get to just deepen your understanding. This is all on your own. So we want to give you autonomy. I want you to have that confidence for yourself, so you're not just totally dependent on a coach forever. And that's why I give these resources for you to access on your own time. And so some clients like to do a whole bunch all at once. Some clients like to do it just one a day as part of their morning routine, or some kind of routine throughout the day, because it just helps it keep on the forefront of their mind. And that's the way you're going to get the most out of this program, is choosing to learn and keeping that growth mindset. And so if I go back, I can get all the way back to my home page here, my today page here. And anytime that you want to, let's say you read a lesson, you completed it, and you want to start a conversation about it, you can click this chat bubble up here in the corner, and I'll take you directly to messages where you can send me a message as your coach. If you click this this triple bar here up in the upper right hand corner, you can also look at your progress of any measures or weight that you've seen. This will come in graph form and everything. You can look at your owner's manual if you've given any feedback with any activity or lesson you've done. And so I like to click on the progress to see, like, okay, here's my weight, here's what my total change has been recently. If I've been taking measurements, you'll see the overall change. So like if I click on the weight, I'll be able to see like an actual line graph, and I can see all of my previous inputs there on different dates. And so if I upload photos as well, you can see, you'll be able to see past photos. And this is all really valuable information, because sometimes the change is different for every person. Sometimes your weight changes. Sometimes you lose a lot of inches when your weight doesn't change a lot. And sometimes you visibly look significantly better or more vibrant in the picture. And then you can see some practice history of things that you've done before, so you can kind of see your entire progress there. So this is a quick demo of the app, but I hope this gives you some more confidence for, let's say if we're tracking macros, we can do that actually by doing this plus sign throughout the day, or we can have different habits and skills we're working on where it's just more of a rating, because we're not necessarily caring about being perfect. We just want to kind of improve and get more confidence day to day. But every single habit card will always have this how to start button and this resource button. And this is to help you on the day to day, outside of conversations with me, your coach, and solving more specific problems and things that you want to apply. These are just giving you knowledge to empower you.